Hello and welcome to another one of our true crime stories. In this channel, we talk about true crime stories, suspicious deaths, murders, and anything crime related. We are just starting out, so please, if you are a fan of true crime stories, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Before we continue, I would like to take this opportunity to send our deepest sympathies to the loved ones of everyone who fell a victim to the abominable acts described in this video. Viewer discretion is therefore advised. In the year 2013, going to 2018 was a dark time for Nairobi residents, especially those who were living in Kayole and Umoja area. This was a time when gang activities was so rampant in Nairobi that the law enforcement had a difficult time maintaining peace and security in Nairobi. The crime index was reported to have rose from 30% to 50%. Kayole was hard hit with gang activities because they had the most dangerous gang operating in their area. And this gang was called the Gaza gang. This gang group terrorized Kayole residents from 2013 going up to 2018 when they were finally gunned down by the police. The Gaza gang was mainly concentrated in Kayole, Dandora, and some parts of Umoja estate. It was a deadly gang group whose main specialty was robbery with violence, kidnapping, carjacking, burglaries, and more importantly, robbing of M-Pesa shops. The Gaza gang was so dangerous that when they first hit the street in 2013, the police knew for a fact that they had to be stopped in any way whatsoever. It is said that this dangerous gang group drew their inspiration and thirst for violence from Vibe Cartel, a Jamaican dancehall musician who is currently serving life sentence for killing an associate of his. It was said that the moment the Gaza gang will hit your neighborhood, no one was guaranteed of safety. From young to old, corporate or not, everyone was at the mercy of the Gaza gang. These criminals were so ruthless, so fierce, so daring and dangerous that they left bloodbath behind everywhere they went. There were constant running battles and gun shootouts between the police and this criminal that led to the death of police officers, civilians, and even the gang members themselves. In our today episodes, we are going to talk about the most dangerous gangs and gang leaders in Nairobi. Thomas Warui Njoka, aka Tomaso Gagula. Tomaso Gagula was a young man who was born and raised into wealth. His transition from a rich kid to a hardcore criminal is like a thriller movie that most people fail to understand. People did not understand how a son of a respectable civil servant and a grandson to a former member of parliament and an assistant minister in the Kenyan government became a cop killer, a gang leader, and one of the most wanted criminals in Kenyan history. Tomaso was the leader of the dreaded Gaza gang from 2013 going to 2014. His reign of terror was dangerous, ruthless, and very short. He was gunned down by the police on 14th of August 2014, 2 days after him and his gangs tried to use an ATM card they had stolen from a South Sea resident after a carjacking incident. His two counterparts spotted the police and fled on foot. Tomaso, who was behind the wheel, tried to escape while driving but was cornered by the police, who literally sprayed him with bullets, leaving him for dead. He was buried at the famous Langata cemetery after it was alleged that his own father disowned him. At the cemetery, Tomaso was given a burial befitting a gang lord. All the gangs of Nairobi came together at his funeral to pay their respect. They threw guns, knives, swords, expensive chains and jewelries into his grave. They poured expensive alcohol in his casket. After the burial, they all retreated to his parents' residence in Langata, and they ate all the food prepared for the guest. Michael Mwaniki, aka Mwane Spata, was born in 1994, just 2 years younger than his predecessor, Tommaso Gagula. Mwane's criminal career was dangerous, ruthless, vile, and just as short as Tommaso's. His reign of terror lasted 3 hard and painful years for Kayole residents. He is believed to have taken the Gaza gang into a way much dark path, a path of murder, burglaries, carjacking, kidnapping, and the unbelievable crime of killing more than 10 police officers. He is believed to have killed so many police officers compared to any other criminal in Kenyan history. Mwane was a vile criminal who had little regard to human life. He was so trigger happy, he constantly bragged about killing cops. Apparently, bragging about killing cops made him so powerful and so feared in the criminal world. It is also believed that he killed cops so that he would obtain guns from them, since he did not want to buy them. However, his constant killing of police officers might have raised his criminal profile in the underworld and helped him obtain guns, but it also turned out to be his greatest undoing, because the police came down on him with everything they got. Mwane was killed while in hiding. This incident happened in Thika, Kiambu County, where residents were treated to a 2-hour gun battle between the police, the Gaza gang members. According to residents, the gunfight and the disparate chase started in one of the houses in the area believed to have been occupied by the 5-member gang. One of the gang members, believed to be Mwane, took center stage in the gunfight, giving direction to his gang members as they tried to escape. 2 members of the gang did manage to escape towards Misikitini, while the rest towards a nearby swamp, but were gunned down. One of them was Michael Mwane. Unfortunately, during the gunfight, one of the gangsters, known as Willis, shot and injured a civilian while trying to escape. He was later shot dead by the police just a few feet from where his victim was. Even though it took the police almost an hour to find Mwane, who had managed to get into the swamp, he was finally gunned down at a riverbank as he tried to escape to the nearby estate. His death at the age of 23 marked the end of one of the baddest, biggest, most vile and most dreaded Kenyan cop killer.